everybody, this is Lana Michelson from LanaMichelson.com, and I know I've been missing in action for a few days, but that's okay. A good friend of mine gave me some constructive criticism about my Facebook Lives, and it got me thinking to why actually am I doing it, and why am I doing it the way that I'm doing it. And so I spent a few days thinking about it, and I realized that some of the things that I talk about here I'm really passionate about, and when I'm really passionate about them, I'm sure that passion shows in the whole way that I present it to you. On the other hand, there are other times when I just have to think of things to say because you have to do it every single day, which is what Russell Brunson said you should be doing it every single day. I don't always feel that passion. And when I don't feel that passion, it also comes out. And I'm sure you feel it when you listen to me. And that's okay because I'm practicing. And if you don't want to listen, it doesn't interest you, you can just turn it off. And that's also fine. It won't hurt me. I won't even know that you're turning it off because I don't even know that you're watching it. And if you do like it, great, give me a like or give me a heart or whatever, and that will know that you are enjoying it. But I will say this, there are times when I feel really inspired to talk, number one. And number two is that there are times when people come and ask me to speak. For example, the first time I gave a public speech was in my synagogue when I was 18 years old and I'd come back from a year in Israel, and they wanted me to talk in front of the congregation and tell them about my experiences in Israel. And it was quite an experience because it was the first time I spoke in front of so many people. I mean, the whole congregation was there in Teaneck and Bnei Yeshurun. And I had to prepare a speech. So I took an old letter that I wrote to my parents and I decided to just read the letter. Kind of made my life easy. I was able to present it nicely. I knew the letter pretty much by heart because whenever I write straight from the heart. And so it came out well, and I got so many compliments afterwards. It actually did make me feel good. So I felt like I gave over something to somebody. Next time I think I spoke on the spur of the moment like that was when I went on a trip with an organization who was helping kids and their families of sick kids. And they took me to England and they asked me to speak at a dinner in front of a bunch of people. They needed someone who spoke English because this was in England. And I said, sure. And I spoke, and I remember that feeling. It's like the first few seconds, it was like, little chattering going on, little whispering, and then suddenly it got so quiet, you could hear a pin drop all over. And I was like, wow, everyone's listening to me. And then it just came out from my heart. I didn't really prepare. I wrote down a few points that I was supposed to, make sure that I put into it, but it came out so well, so nicely. People came up after me, and they actually went and they donated money to this organization, which was pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool that I could do that and get people to donate money on the spur of a moment like that. And then the next time I really felt very inspired to talk, and then I talked a lot, was when I first started with this whole faster EFT. Because when I first spoke about the whole faster EFT, I was telling it to everybody, and I was trying to get everyone to do it, and I was trying to convince them and saying, oh, but I can help you with this, I can tap that away, I can tap that away. And then I realized that not everyone was so interested in tapping their things away. I even had people come and said to me, what if I want to keep my bad memories? And my response to me was, well, then I guess you can keep your bad memories. I'm not going to take them away from you if you want to get rid of them. So you're not going to be me who's going to take it away from you. Although I didn't quite understand them because I knew that getting rid of those bad memories would help. Now, why would getting those bad memories help? So let me explain. I was watching another video today by Teal Swan, and I actually really enjoyed her whole metaphor that she used. She said, when you're trying to manifest something, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you always have that forward push and the backward push. And the metaphor that she gave was a rowboat. If you have 3 people rowing in one direction and 3 people rowing in the other direction, how far are you going to get? Not very far, I don't think. So what's happening is you have those 3 people who are rowing, and they're saying, yay, let's go for what we want to manifest. Whatever it is, whether it's self-love, whether it's a new car, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new relationship, whatever it is you want to manifest, you have those 3 rowers rowing in that direction. But then you have the resistance, the 3 rowers that are rowing in the opposite direction. And those rowers are rowing in a way that they're blocking the ones who want to get to where they want to get to from going there. It's like having, horses on both sides pulling both direction. And one of my teachers, I think it was David Snyder, he used to give a really great metaphor as well, where it's like a rocket ship that's trying to take off with an anchor that's holding it back. So you're putting in more and more energy, but the anchor's holding you back. And more energy, but the anchor's holding you back. And you don't actually ever get to that manifestation. Or if you do, you have to put in so much power, so much willpower, so much energy that when you get there, you're already like totally worn out and totally tired out. Now, what I always wanted to do was learn how to manifest things easily, with ease, without having to fight resistance, without having to have someone hold or something holding me back. And that's what Fast EFT is all about. Fast EFT is about removing that resistance and taking it away so that you can then go shooting forward, be it in a rowboat going downstream, or be it going in a rocket ship up into space to, your desires up in the stars. Sky's the limit, or past the sky's limit. Universe is the limit. So I just wanted to share with you that this week I had 2 amazing sessions with 2 amazing practitioners, Helga Linné, who's my tapping buddy now for 7 years from France, and Inbar Azran, who has been my good friend for the past 3 years since we met when Robert Smith came to Israel. And I'm grateful to both of them for all the help they've given me throughout the years. And this week in specific, I had 2 very amazing sessions on manifestation, where they helped me remove all that anchor, all those 3 oars who are pulling me in the opposite direction, and let me go forward. Now, with the first session, the end of my session ended up where I was in my own private island with a moat around it, and in the middle of this island, there's a big tree, a cherry blossom tree, and the blossoms of the flowers represented love, and the leaves on the tree represented money. Now, I know cherry blossom trees don't have leaves and blossom at the same time, but this is a very special cherry blossom tree, and it has both of them together. And then there was this big tub over there, and all the petals from the cherry blossoms fell into it, and it was soft, and it was fragrant, and it smelled nice, and it was silky. And I got into there, and on top of that, the leaves fell down, and that represented the money, and covered me all up, making me all nice and secure. And that was an amazing feeling, totally amazing. I felt like I had manifested what I wanted. And then I said maybe I should invite somebody in. So I let there be a place for people to come in if I wanted to come in, but I made a special button where I could eject them so that in case they didn't really fit what I was looking for, out they went. Anyway, today I had another session, also an amazing session, and at the end of the session, I came out to be the most powerful person, Captain Marvel. Now, I actually saw the movie with my son, my youngest son, a week ago, so I know exactly what she is. And by the end of the session, both me and her were putting out our hands like this and magnetizing to us everything that we wanted in our life. Easy as that. Well, I'll let you know how the manifestation goes, but in the meantime, I might sometimes appear, might not appear, depends how inspired I am. Today I've felt inspired, so I decided to appear before you and share with you this manifestation business. Obviously, if I have more manifestation that I feel really inspired to share with you, I'll do that as well. Or if I have any other tips that I feel inspired to share with you, I'll do that as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, have a great day from Ilana Michelson.